anything to report about the ambulance?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Hey, good evening, everyone. I call to order the City Council regular session, November 1st, 2021, 6 o'clock p.m. at the City Municipal Building. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Janet, take the roll call, please.
Alderpersons Grooms.
Here.
Hanson. Here. Whiteman.
Here.
Plum.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Wade.
Here.
Mayor Hilson.
Here.
Chief Woolen.
Here.
Street Superintendent Personal.
Here.
Thank you, Janet. Approval of correction minutes for the regular session held on October 18, 2021.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular session held on October 18th. I'll second.
Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott.
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Grooms.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Whiteman.
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Thank you, Janet. Petitions and communications, citizen comments. Discussion of any topic brought before the council during petitions and communications. And I would like to introduce Sherry Manning. She would like to speak to the city council about the city decorating for holidays.
Hi, everybody. Me and my husband take a lot of rides at different seasons, and we noticed in the last couple months that a lot of the towns decorate, and it's not the town, so I'm not asking for money, but they decorate their towns a little bit more than just the flags that we put up. And I was wondering if for this year, for Christmas, since we're kind of slowly coming out of COVID, if you would allow us to do that. I would like to put it on the radio station. I would like to contact all the businesses and just kind of go all out this year. Maybe decorate the poles, make our town look pretty. And it's kind of like people like going and looking, and when you drive into a town, you see all the decorations, and I think it just makes you stop and check things out. I would just like your approval. I will take care of contacting the businesses, getting it on the radio. It doesn't cost anything to the city. So,
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Thank you for offering to take that.
okay.
I think it would be great.
I do too. I think we just need, I don't know if you remember when we did the hearts, I put it on the radio and just about everybody in both towns put hearts in their window. I was just thinking we just need something to perk us up a little bit. So.
We will be aiming the standard Christmas lights, that we.
Yes, and I appreciate that too. So I just hope that our storefronts and even the public or the private homes in town will just kind of go out this year, go all out. So, well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for coming.
Great.
Okay, thank you for coming.
All right, thank you.
Okay, moving on. Board standing committee. Mr. Grooms, you have an ambulance report.
Yeah, so, did we skip over the
Just that we reviewed wages and benefits.
Yeah, it was
Nothing
good.
major.
I didn't want to see it
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
yeah, so the ambulance committee met on the 27th, I believe it was. And the situation has greatly improved with the ambulance service in the area. We had a little bit of a problem with transfers. Some of it was COVID related, some of it was 911 related with an increase in calls, but it all kind of came together and made it very difficult for the ambulance service to respond because of mutual aid calls and an increase in transfers, and it was real stress on our two core ambulances that are supposed to service the area. So we made some changes to how we do transfers and mutual aid calls, and I am very happy to report that the situation has greatly improved this month. We've had no mutual aid calls since the 5th of October. Response times are returning to normal, and it looks like everything is in a much better place. So I'm happy to report that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, finance, Juggenberg Plum, do you have anything to report a little bit?
We're still working on the budget. We should have it done by next Monday.
Okay, thank you. Okay, report of city officers, mayor's report. Well, it was nice to see the streets filled with all the ghosts and goblins that were out yesterday for trick or treat. And I only have 5 at my house, but on the street there's only the 4 units, and we're the only 4 on the block, so they kind of avoid it. So they can go to other areas and collect more candy. The council received a draft budget that was included in the finance committee packet. The budget public hearing will be held prior to the council meeting on December 6th at 5:30 p.m. Due to the supervisory districts within the city, the resolution and ordinance that are on the agenda would need to be amended and create 5 wards. Maps were distributed to the council. We again would like to say thank you to the Village of Friendship Board for meeting with council on October 25th. The meeting was held to discuss amendments to the water and sewer agreements and the future infrastructure on Park Street. And one thing, be careful of the deer in town. I think there's more deer in town roaming around than there is in the countryside, so be aware. Thank you. Okay. Police Chief Bullen update.
Last month we had 166 calls for service, issued 22 warnings, 26 traffic citations, 10 municipal citations, 5 crashes, participated in a trunk or treat, worked with the clerk's office, came up with a joint idea. We fully embraced the donuts with cops. Myself, Officer Smith, and Officer Goddard patrolled yesterday during trick or treat, also handed out some of the leftover candy that we had for trunk or treat. As you may have heard, we did have an incident at trick or treating that someone did distribute in their candy dish a Delta 8 THC chocolate. The parent that was with the child saw it in the dish before the kid reached for the dish and grabbed it. Everything from it indicates that people at the residence didn't realize what they did. They were cooperative with us to let us come in and search the house and everything. We didn't find any other signs of anything else. We've received no other reports that was put out to the radio and the newspaper, posted on Facebook. We still haven't received any other reports of anybody finding anything else in their kids' candy. But again, that this was caught by a parent before the kid actually grabbed the candy. I think I reported last month that we were going to be conducting EVOC, our emergency vehicle operation control training with Rome. All the members, department members, completed that training so that we are good for the next 2 years. Wednesday we have a Let's Talk Drugs presentation coming up from the Adams County Drug Free Task Force. If you haven't seen that, we've been trying to push that. So if you have any questions make sure that they're getting, I guess, accurate information and not just one-sided information from those that are pushing the topic. I believe that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chief Rowan. Public Works Department update, street superintendent, Chris Lenore.
The bathrooms at Burtmore's Park have been closed and shut down for the winter. All the fall boxes picked up, benches picked up on Main Street. Leak vac has been going out every Monday. Just kind of an update how we do that is we go out Monday, we make an entire lap through the entire town. So if you run out behind us and try to blow your leaves over after we've gone by, it's going to have to wait till the following Monday. So typically it takes us 2 to 3 days to get through the entire town. So, and then that only leaves us a couple days to do everything else that we've got to do. So if you see us go by, we're not going to be back until the following week, Monday. And also that will be for the next couple weeks through November 19th. Also, when you're putting your leaves out, we can only reach so far and that machine can only get so close to the curb and gutter. If it's not close enough to the road, we can't reach it. You'll have to move it closer to the road and we'll come back around the following week. So, you can still put leaves in yard waste, grass clippings in yard waste in the brown paper bags. We do collect those on Wednesdays. Brush is still being collected the first and third Mondays of the month. There was a repair done to the electric at Burtmore's Park that actually the lights went out last year during a softball tournament and they had a temporary drop-in that has now been repaired. We are also aware of the school zone light on the north end would be in the southbound lanes that we're having issues with the electric for that. It may be on and blinking at the wrong times, but we're looking into it as it's an older system. We finished sewer jetting last week, where we jet the entire sewer system in the city. Just a reminder, one of our big issues that we find is grease. Grease in the sewer system clogs things up, causes stuff to catch, and stuff doesn't flow properly. It's extremely important that you check and clean your grease traps if you have them. The restaurants, the hospital, that's where we find most of it. Also, the Village of Friendship, we do go through our main line, runs through the village, so we jet through there. But that's all complete now, so things should flow well through the winter. We winterized the towers and the wells and lift stations, so most of that stuff's ready to go. We did clarifier repair as last we talked. We emptied the large clarifier completely for the first time in 20 years, I think. All in all, it went very well. Brian and I were in at 1 a.m. Took us till about 7:30 a.m. to empty it. Had a company come in, do the repairs, and they were out of there by 12:30, 1 o'clock that day, and then we were able to have it back in service that day. So, other than that, I'm just reviewing some information to do some maintenance on well number 4, which would include pulling that well out of the ground, putting it out of service for a couple weeks, just doing routine maintenance to keep it in good condition. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kirkland. Okay, under new business, possible actions. Item number 1. Introduce, adopt resolution 2021-10R-A. Combined municipal wards for voting purposes.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 2021-10RA.
I'll second it.
Any questions or discussion? Hey, Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 2, introduce, adopt ordinance 06-2021A relating to aldermanic districts within the city of Adams.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 06-2021A. I'll second it.
Any questions or discussion? Janet, take the vote, please.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Okay, item number 3, approve YMCA corporate membership wellness program.
I'll make a motion to approve the YMCA corporate membership wellness program
Second it.
with the guidelines that I presented in finance.
Still second it.
Okay, any other questions or discussions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Rooms?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 4, approve lease agreement, South Business Park.
Make a motion to approve the lease agreement at South Business Park.
I'll second.
Any questions or discussion? Janet, take the vote, please.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 5, approve appointment of successor agent for Jack Pine Saloon and Highway 13 Liquor and Cheese.
I'll make a motion, we approve the appointment of successor agent for Jack Pine Saloon.
Contingent upon background check.
What?
Contingent upon background check.
Okay,
It wasn't completed yet.
okay, I agree to that.
Second it.
Any other questions or discussion? Janet, take the vote, please.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 6, authorize issuance of temporary special picnic Class B, Knights of Columbus license.
Make a motion to authorize the issuance of a temporary license to the Knights of Columbus.
I'll second it.
Any questions or discussion? Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 7, payment of the bills.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Any questions or discussion? Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade?
Yes.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Last item, adjournment of meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Janet, take the vote, please.
Rooms?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Heitman?
Yes.
Plum?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Wade?
Yes.
Thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Thank you, everyone.